Relax and attend to my horse. It's outside, up to its neck in snow, shivering like a jelly.
Yes, it's a cold night, sir.
Cold. What a disgusting smell. Where the devil is it coming from?
Smell, sir? I can't smell it.
That's because you are used to it, I suppose. It's really terrible. A mixture of candle wax, boiled cabbage, and cockroach.
Ah, there aren't any cockroaches here in the winter, sir. Only in the summer. It's too cold for cockroaches at this time of the year.
Well, it's something like cockroaches. Must be bed bugs.
That's more like...
Do you mean to say you've got bugs in all the beds here? Is that what the smell is?
We can't help smell, sir. They come and go, you know, according to the season. It's much worse in the summer, sir. Rats under the floor. Thick black ones.
I won't be staying here long. I need a call at 6 in the morning. I have to be in Moscow by 9 o'clock. Please have my horse ready.
If it's still alive, sir, it might freeze to death on a night like this. Do you require breakfast, sir? We'll be having fresh horse steaks with cabbage soup.
I'll have the cabbage soup. But no horse steaks, thank you. What time is it now?
1:30, sir.
God, it's late. See to my horse quickly, Phil. I want to ride my horse tomorrow morning, not eat it.
Very well, sir.
It's freezing. My brain stopped working, it's so cold. It's a good job I found this place. I'd almost given up. I thought I'd be found frozen stiff in the snow in the morning. As it is, I'm worn out. And what it's all for? I wouldn't mind if I was on my way to meet a beautiful girl or to pick up some money someone had left me in their will. But it's not like that at all. To tell you the truth, I'm on the road to ruin. What a frightful thought. I have to go to Moscow to attend a trial. My trial. I've been accused of having 2 wives at the same time. That's bigamy. I've been accused of forging my grandmother's will, changing the wording so it looks as if she's left all her money to me. All 10,000 rubles of it. That's forgery. Thirdly, I've been accused of trying to murder a man during a game of billiards. He was winning. And cheating too. That's why I tried to kill him. Attempted murder. In short, I'm a suspected criminal. And this is my last night before the trial. Here I am today, a free man, but tomorrow I will be convicted and sent to prison in Siberia. I'll freeze to death there, that's sure. Can't see any way out of this terrible mess. My life's an absolute shambles. Chaos and confusion everywhere I look. There's nothing I can do about it. Wait a minute. There's one way out of it. If the trial goes against me and I'm convicted, I'll appeal to an old trusty friend of mine. A dear, old, faithful companion. This is him. A dear, old, faithful companion. Why, just shooting yourself with a pistol like this would be a real enjoyment. Are you loaded, boy? Ready to shoot? Yes, master, I'm ready. I bet you'll go off with a big bang. A really enormous explosion. Yes, master, a very big bang. Ah, you dear silly old thing. Well, lie down and have a sleep.
The moment the jury announced guilty, I'll put the bullet in my brain. And that'll be that.
I'm absolutely frozen. I must warm myself up.
1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. 1.
What was that? Did someone look round the door just then? What a surprise.
Yes, I'm sure I saw someone. Anyway, I've got neighbors come by.
Can't hear a thing. Not a sound.
Must be some other traveler, another guest at this inn. I'd like to wake him up and invite him to have a game of cards. It will help to pass the time and give me a little bit enjoyment on my last night before the trial.
Perhaps it's a woman. That would be much better. There's nothing I like better than a bit of
Romance when I'm making a journey. It often happens, you know, when you're traveling. You meet a
delightful stranger, a charming, pretty little woman in a roadside inn somewhere in the heart of the countryside. It might happen here.
This is infuriating! It's grotesque! This place an inn? It's more like an insect factory! An absolute disgrace! Where's the innkeeper? Innkeeper! Where are you? Come here at once!
lovely creature. Madam, the innkeeper's not here. What do you want? Can I be of any service to you?
It's horrible! Really ghastly! I think the bedbugs want to eat me alive! I'm itching all over!
Bedbugs, did you say? Are the insects troubling you? In bed?
Yes, it's awful! I've never been such a dirty place as this! I think I've been bitten in over 100 places! In fact, it's so uncomfortable! I've decided to leave immediately! Tell that scoundrel of an innkeeper to get my horse ready at once! Those bugs are driving me mad!
You poor girl, to be so lovely. And then... No, this is
Quite outrageous!
Innkeeper!
young lady, Miss.
Not Miss, Mrs.
So much the better. Honey.
Madam, what I'm trying to say is this. Being a gentleman and a man of honor, I venture to offer my services. Let me help you in your distress.
But how? What can you do?
I'm always very well prepared. I never travel without a good supply of insect powder. May I offer you a little from the bottom of my heart?
Insect powder. Oh, thank you very much.
Then I'll give you some at once, this very instant. I'll get it out of my suitcase.
Those eyes, the beautiful nose. This means a new love affair. I can feel it in my bones. It's my lucky day again. Every time I stay at an inn like this, I always manage to get involved in a juicy romance. This is going to be fun.
Here we are. The very thing you need. High quality insect powder. The best in Russia.
Thank you very much indeed.
No, please, madam. Let me come to your room and apply the powder myself.
Certainly not. Ask you into my room? That would cause a scandal.
A scandal?
Oh, surely not. There's nothing wrong in my coming into your room. Especially as I am a doctor. Ladies can never keep anything secret from hairdressers or doctors.
Are you really a doctor? You are not making it up?
Of course not. I never make things up. I'm not a liar. I'm perfectly honest.
shock, in fact. I don't need this husband of hers. He's a damn nuisance. Just when I picked up this lovely girl, blast it, her husband appears on the scene. I think I changed my mind. I don't feel like giving her any insect fur. Let them scratch each other to death. After all, she's not so beautiful as I thought. Quite ordinary. In fact, I can't bear that kind of woman.
How do you do, Doctor? My wife tells me you have some insect powder.
Yes, that is so.
Please let us have a bit. We are being beaten to death.
Take it.
That's very good of you, Doctor. We're most grateful. Did you get caught in the snowstorm too?
Yes.
I thought so. Awful weather, isn't it? And where are you traveling to?
Moscow.
Well, that's where we're going too. What a coincidence. I've got some hard work to do tomorrow and I need my sleep. But these wretched bedbugs won't give me a minute's peace. One bites me, it itches. I find the place and kill the little brute. And no sooner is it dead than another one starts biting me somewhere else. It's infuriating.
Quite so.
These roadside inns are disgusting places. If I had my way, I'd complain to the law courts about it. I'd have the innkeeper arrested.
Arrested? What for?
These insects amount to a serious crime. I'll have him arrested for not keeping domestic animals under proper control. Well, thank you, Doctor. Do you specialize in any special field?
Chest and head complaint.
Excellent. Very pleased to have met you.
Ugly old idiot! Spoiling my fun. I'd like to smother him in insect powder and make him sneeze to death. I'd like to play cards with him and cheat him out of all his money. Better still, I'd like to play to game of billiards, throw all the balls at his head and fracture his skull. The tragedy is that he's married to a pretty young woman like that. What right does he have to have such a beautiful wife? She's old enough to be her grandfather. It's disgusting.
Don't be shy, Glendover. He's a doctor, you know. There's nothing to be afraid of. He won't hurt you. Come out and ask me frankly. Sorry to trouble you, Doctor, but I wonder if you could have a word with my wife. She says she has a sort of pain in her chest, a sort of tightness. What do you think the reason might be?
I'd have to examine her first. She might have a mild congestion of the breasts. I'd have to take a look at them before I could give you a diagnosis. It would take quite a time.
Oh, never mind about the time. We've got all night. We won't be able to sleep with all those bedbugs having a festival like that. Do please give her an examination.
This is beginning to look interesting again.
Glendover, come on. You don't have to worry about formalities in front of the doctor.
To tell you the truth, I feel hot and cold all over.
That's quite enough nonsense, Glendover. She's had this kind of trouble before, back at home in Smolensk. She's been to the doctor there, a Dr. Grabber. He's a good man, a very nice chap. But I don't trust him. He is the sort of man who would take advantage of a young lady like this. But I can see, Doctor, you are not a man of that type. I do realize you may be tired and not in the mood, but do give her an examination. I'll wake the innkeeper and ask him to make some tea.
Tired? Not in the mood? Quite the opposite. This is a heaven-sent opportunity. Do sit down, madam. How old are you?
22.
I see. Dangerous age.
Give
me your hand. I see. Quite so. What are you laughing at?
You really are a doctor, I suppose.
What an extraordinary question. What do you think I am, madam? Oh, what a lovely little voice.
Now, do let me take your pulse. I see.
Oh, I really love little traveling adventures like this. You ride your horse on and on, clickety-clop, and then quite suddenly you meet a charming little house like this.
Do you like doctor?
Yes?
Now, let me take your pulse again.
But don't go too far, sir.
Oh, I never go too far.
What a lovely little voice. What delightful fluttering little eyes. One smile like that is enough to drive a man crazy. Is your husband jealous? Very jealous?
Give me your hand.
Only let me take your hand, and I die of happiness.
Now, look here, sir. I can see what's on your mind, but I'm not that kind of girl, sir. I'm a married woman, and my husband has an important position in society.
So have I. I'm a doctor. I have to keep my dignity. What is your husband's profession?
He's a judge. Quite naturally, he has to keep his life entirely free of scandal.
Quite so.
How can I help expressing my feelings when you are so lovely?
Now, do let me examine your chest.
I won't permit that liberty, sir. Kindly leave me alone, or I shall have to take action. I love and respect my husband too much to let some ill-mannered traveler make cheap remarks to me. You are quite wrong if you think I... My husband's coming now, I think. Yes, he's coming back. Why don't you speak? What are you waiting for? Come on, then kiss me, can't you?
Darling, you pretty little puppet.
Well, I never speak it.
My little kitten, my lovely little pussycat.
Now, one more question. On which day do you cough more often? Tuesdays or Thursdays?
Saturday.
I see. Let me take your pulse.
Looks as if there's been some kissing going on. Dr. Gravala fall over again. I can't understand doctors. They have all these marvelous skills of medicine, yet at the same time they are absolute scoundrels. I can't imagine how they manage to keep free of scandal. Now, to be serious, Glendova, you really mustn't neglect your health. You must listen carefully to what the doctor tells you. Medical science is making great progress these days. Amazing progress.
Quite so. Now, what I have to say is this. Your wife's in no immediate danger, but if she isn't given proper treatment, she may sooner or later have a heart attack and develop inflammation of the brain.
There you are, Glendova. Exactly as I said. Oh, you trouble you caused me. It really upset me.
I'll write a prescription at once.
Powdered rhinoceros horn. And 3 teaspoonfuls of passion fruit juice.
Take both of these 3 times a day.
In water or in vodka?
In water.
Boiled water?
Boiled.
I'm really most grateful to you, doctor.
Don't mention it. Now, if you please, I shall proceed a further examination of the patients. Perhaps considering the delicate nature of... Perhaps you would wait in the next room.
I can quite understand. I shall leave the matter entirely to you, Doctor. Please call me when the examination is completed.
As I said, it may take some time. I advise you to take a rest, sir.
I shall do as you suggest. The scoundrel. I don't trust him 1 inch. I shall watch him through the keyhole. Good night, Doctor.
Good night, sir.
Now, Glendover. No nonsense.
Now, let us resume our examination.
Perhaps you'll be good enough to remove your clothing.
If you insist.
And now for the night dress.
Here's the tea you ordered, sir.
I didn't order any tea. It's for this lady's husband. He's in the next room. Perhaps you'd ask him to come in here for a moment.
Certainly, sir.
There's something I'd like your husbands to do, darling, to keep him out of the way. I've got a feeling he's listening behind the door.
Did you call for me, Doctor?
Yes, I did. Firstly, I am strongly aware that you are hiding behind the door. I find that most disturbing. A doctor cannot undertake his business if he feels there are people watching or listening behind the door. I ask you to remain totally absent while I do conduct my examination. Secondly, to keep you occupied while I do so, I will ask you to look for something for me. I've left my stethoscope in my saddlebag, which is still attached to my horse's harness. Perhaps this man knows where to find it. At the very bottom of the bag, you'll find the stethoscope. Be careful how you unpack the bag. Full of precious objects, some of them fragile and inflammable. You might even cause an explosion if you mishandle any of them. When you found the stethoscope, wait in the kitchen with this innkeeper until I call for you. I would be most grateful if you could supply this gentleman with a large glass of vodka, at my expense, of course, and keep him happy in your kitchen. My examination may take some time.
Certainly, sir. Come along, sir. First, we'll go to the stables.
No, Glendover. Mind you behave yourself.
I always behave myself, Maskin. You know that very well.
Yes, but the doctor has a very delicate matter to see to. Very intimate, I should imagine.
Don't worry, sir. I have a great deal of experience in these matters. Your wife will be perfectly safe with me.
God help you if you try any tricks with her. I know what sort of things men of your profession get up to.
Rest content, sir. I'm not that kind of doctor at all.
Not that kind of doctor. Not any kind of doctor. Now be honest. You are not a real doctor at all, are you?
Well, not really. But I do have a great experience in these matters. That's true, I assure you. As a matter of fact, I'm a little bit of a scoundrel.
I get that.
Doesn't matter, does it, darling? I think you rather enjoy situations of this kind.
Up to a certain point, yes. But I do have to protect my husband's reputation.
You said he was a judge, didn't you?
That's right. He's very respectable. But to tell you the truth, that's only a sort of cover. In actual fact, he's been involved in all sorts of scandals. I know everything about him. You can't imagine some of the terrible things he's done. He's a monster.
Why did you marry him if he's such a monster?
I married him for his money. He's very wealthy, you know. Do you think a pretty young girl like me would marry a man like that for love? Not at all.
I'm beginning to understand
it? Would you mind removing your night dress?
It's such a relief to find a man like you I can talk to. I've been longing to unburden my mind to tell someone everything I know about my horrible old husband. Do you know why he's so wealthy? It's because he accepts bribes from his criminals. They give him money, and he lets them go free or gives them very right punishment. He's totally corrupt.
It's very shocking, isn't it? You can't trust anyone these days, especially people in important positions.
But that's not the only thing he does. He has a mistress in every city of Russia. He pays them to keep silent. It's terrible. He did love me once, at least I thought so. But after a few months, he began to neglect me. And now he hardly ever even looks at me. All this concern for my health is mere pretense. He almost hates me. But I can't say anything. I can't tell anyone anything. If I do, he says he'll divorce me. And then what will I do? I'll be thrown out into the street. Abandoned. What a relief it is to have told someone. But you won't say anything to him, will you?
Never. You poor dear lady. I'll take care of you. We don't have much time. Would you mind removing your night dress?
Oh no! It's so cold! I die of cold!
I'll soon make you warm, darling, all over. Now, do take your night dress off.
You really are a scoundrel, aren't you? Not a doctor at all.
Well,
What is your profession?
I've been a lot of things in my time, pussycat.
I've been a professional gambler, a seller of vodka on the black market.
I've run a betting shop. You know, horse racing. Quite a bit of profit to be made in that area if you know how to juggle the finances. I'm very good at forging my documents, changing the wording, making false passports and so on.
What a thrilling life you must have had!
Oh, very, yes! A most exciting time, every minute of it.
And now, at this very instant, very moment, one of the most thrilling adventures of all, conducting an examination of a superbly beautiful woman.
Oh, don't exaggerate. I'm not very beautiful.
Oh, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever set eyes on. And I've seen thousands of pretty women. But not one as so lovely as you. Shall we proceed?
In a moment. Where are you traveling to?
Moscow, this is my last day of freedom. Do let me enjoy it.
Your last day of freedom? What do you mean?
Tomorrow I must go to my trial.
I shall probably be found guilty of a long list of crimes.
And then I'll be sent to prison in Siberia.
To Siberia? How exciting! I've been there. I've never been there. I've been told the scenery is very beautiful.
Beautiful maybe, but I won't see much of it. I shall have to live in a wretched hut, and all day long I shall have to break up stones with a sledgehammer. That's what prisoners have to do. I shall have to live on the black bread and water.
I shall probably starve.
Oh, how terrible. We must do something to stop that. Why don't you run away?
I've been running away for most of my time, darling.
The police are after me now. If I don't appear in the Moscow court tomorrow, I shall be shot in the street without any trial at all.
What a ghastly situation. I do wish I could do something to help you. Men like you are extremely rare and wonderful. You must be saved. And then you could write your autobiography. It will become a bestseller.
It probably would.
And you'll become famous overnight.
As a matter of fact,
I think I'm rather famous already. Well, not famous in the usual way. Infamous, they call it. I've got quite a reputation in the criminal
Oh,
world.
do tell me more about it. It's fascinating. What is your name?
You've probably heard of it. I am Prodigy
wondered something special about you the moment I saw you.
You are very perceptive. I am very special. If you take your night dress off now,
I can show you how very special I am.
The gentleman says sorry to disturb you.
I don't expect you find one. I mean, I may have made a mistake. Perhaps it's in my suitcase here. Don't worry about it. I won't be needing it just yet. I have more exciting, important matters to attend to. Perhaps, is that gentleman in the kitchen now?
That's right, like you said. I've given him a big glass of hot vodka. He keeps on wanting to come in here, sir. He seems to be very worried, sir, about his wife.
Tell him not to worry at all. His wife is perfectly safe with me. Give him plenty of vodka and keep him happy in your kitchen. Here, put that in your pocket.
Certainly, sir. More vodka. I always make efforts to serve my guests to the best of my ability. You'll be more comfortable in the bedroom, sir. Excellent idea.
Oh no! What about the big buck?
They're probably all dead by now. That insect powder is pretty strong, you know. Anyway, when our examination really gets going, darling, I don't think you'll notice any bed bugs. Come along.
Look at that! A pistol! What a beauty! I always wanted to have a pistol on my own. I think I'll keep this.
Where's that devil of a doctor? Has he finished his examination yet?
He's in the bedroom, sir.
In the bedroom? What are they doing in there?
Having a little fun. And then Dr. needs for somewhere for the lady to lie down.
For the lady to lie down? Call them out at once. Bantock, come out here immediately. Confound this vodka. It's muddled my head. Bantock!
Did I hear you calling, Tomaskin?
Yes, you did. What are you doing in there?
I'm not doing anything. It's the doctor who's doing things.
What have you been doing to my wife, sir?
Nothing special. Just giving her a thorough examination, as you requested.
I don't believe you. You've been kissing her, haven't you?
Well, not exactly, but something very like that. She lay down on the bed, and as I was about to examine her, I tripped over your boots and fell on top of her. It was such a shock for her that she almost stopped breathing. So I gave her a bit of mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Gave her what?
Mouth-to-mouth resuscitation! The kiss of life! That's what doctors do to people who have drowned to save their lives. Your wife might have died if I hadn't acted quickly.
He saved my life!
Why don't you drink a little more vodka, sir? To make you feel better.
Vodka be damned, you scoundrel! You've been trying to seduce my wife. I know what sort of things men of your profession get up to. Huh?
trouble you've been having, sir.
What the devil do you mean by that?
Keeping your hands off women.
What are you talking about?
You, sir, I know a thing or two about you. You're supposed to be a judge, didn't you? A very respectable judge.
That's right. Very respectable.
With a mistress in every city in Russia?
Not every city. I think you and I ought to have a little talk. You seem to have picked up a rumor or two somewhere. Here. Have a bit of vodka.
I won't say no.
Your health, sir. Now, what's all this nonsense about me and women?
Oh, I'm quite ready to forget all about it. And the bribes, too.
What bribes?
The money you receive from criminals.
The one for which you are set free.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do. But less said about it, the better, I think. Don't you?
God knows where you picked up all this nonsense from. Grandmother! Have you been talking to the doctor?
Not a word, Tomaskin. I almost died a few minutes ago. I couldn't speak a single word.
Well, doctor, you've got it all wrong. I think someone's misinformed you.
Quite probably.
Have some more vodka. Let's forget any unpleasantness that passed between us.
With the greatest of pleasure.
Now, tell me a little about yourself, sir. How long have you been practicing as a doctor?
Not very long, actually. I've had a very varied career. Being a doctor has been the latest development of my career.
But I enjoy it.
That's quite clear. Examining female patients.
I thought you wished to forget any unpleasantness.
That's right. Forget everything. Now, what was your job before you were a doctor?
I've been a professional criminal, sir.
Professional criminal. That sounds interesting.
Oh, extremely interesting. As a matter of fact, I'm on my way to attend a criminal trial. My trial. I'm due to appear in the Moscow court tomorrow.
Really now? And do you expect the trial to reach a satisfactory conclusion? Do you think you'll be acquitted?
I hope so. I've got a quite good lawyer to defend me. His name is Pumpkin. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Yes, Pumpkin. I think I've heard the name. He's a man with a very large round head, I believe. Good God. This man must be Vladimir Shalovsky, most wanted criminal in Russia. He's going to be tried tomorrow in Moscow. Good Lord, I'll have to be careful. He seems to know a thing or two about my life.
What's that, sir?
Oh, nothing. I was just trying to remember something about that lawyer Pumpkin. I don't think he's much good. As far as I remember, he loses most of his cases.
I mean, I didn't know that. You mean you don't think he'll be able to defend me successfully?
No, he's sure to fail. Look here, sir. I know a thing or two about court cases. I've judged quite a few, you know. Perhaps I could advise you. Quite impartially, of course. Quite objectively.
I'd much appreciate if you could give me any help you can.
That would be a great pleasure. I tell you what. Let's do a sort of practice of tomorrow's court case.
That would be very helpful.
Very well, then. My wife here can be the clerk of the court. She can keep a record of the proceedings. And you, sir, can be the jury. You sit there Glendola, fetch my notebook, will you?
Where would you like me to sit?
On this other bench. How's it here?
Where would you like me to sit?
There. Now, before we begin the practice trial, I must know a thing or two about the facts of the case. Tell me everything about yourself, sir. The honest truth, of course. All the true facts about any crime you have committed. Then I'll be able to advise you how to conduct your defense before the judge so as to get yourself acquitted. I can advise you what sort of lies to tell and so on. I know a lot about this sort of thing. Keep a note of everything, Granddaughter. Write it all down carefully.
It's extremely kind of you to go to all this trouble, sir. May I have a little more vodka?
By all means.
Won't you have a little more to say?
No, thank you. I'd like to keep my mind perfectly clear. Otherwise, I won't be able to advise you properly. I'll have a glass of tea. Now, begin, please. Tell me about your crimes in detail.
It's a very long list, I'm afraid.
Oh, never mind. I'm ready to hear everything. I've always been an exceedingly patient man.
Yes, I've noticed that. Well, where shall I begin? Perhaps it will be enough to tell you about the three main crimes I've committed. The one for which I'm going to be tried tomorrow.
I think that will be enough to begin with. Listen carefully, Glendola. Write everything down.
Well, as I said, there are three main crimes to be considered.
The first one is
Bigamy. That means having two wives, you know.
Yes, I know what bigamy means. And this is true. Do you in fact have two wives?
To tell you the truth, I have 7.
one in Moscow, one in Petersburg, another in Smolensk, a fourth in...
I don't need to know where they all live. Let me confirm this. You say you have 7 wives. Are you quite sure it's 7?
Yes, quite sure. 7.
Write that down, Glendola. Now, what about the second crime?
Forgery, sir. I am accused of forging my grandmother's will.
Forging your grandmother's will. I see. Did you change the actual wording of the will?
Yes. My grandmother disinherited me years ago and left everything to my sister. I got hold of the will
and made a few careful changes. As a result,
when my grandmother died
last month, I got 10,000 rubles, and my sister got nothing.
So it's quite true. You cheated your sister out of 10,000 rubles.
That's right. I've also cheated my uncle in a similar way. I got 3 million rubles from him.
Very skillful for you. Have you got that written down, Glendola?
Yes, 10,000 rubles from his grandmother and 3 million from his uncle. What an enormous amount of money.
I didn't ask for your comments. And the third crime?
attempted murder. I was playing billiards a few weeks ago. And the man I was playing with tried to cheat me by moving the balls with his hand when he thought I wasn't looking.
So you got angry and tried to kill him.
Something like that.
I picked up my billiard cue and struck him over the head.
You said the man was cheating?
Yes, cheating. Terribly. But so was I.
We both were. I'm very good at that sort of thing, so he didn't notice. But I noticed him. It made me extremely angry.
I can quite understand that. So you injured him.
Yes, quite severely. He was taken to hospital.
So you didn't actually kill him? He didn't die?
No, I didn't actually kill him.
I'd like to have done though.
So you didn't murder him? I suppose he recovered from his injury.
As a matter of fact, no. He died the next day of a fractured skull and dislocated brain.
So you did kill him?
Can't actually be proved, can it?
He might have died because the doctor at the hospital gave him the wrong treatment. Doctors often make mistakes, you know. There are lots of people who only pretend to be doctors nowadays.
Yes, that's true. I've met one this evening. Now, are there any other crimes you have committed? You might as well tell me everything.
Yes. There's no harm in telling you the truth. There were 2 or 3 other murders I committed quite a few years ago, but nobody seems to have discovered the criminal. Nobody realized that it was I who was responsible. But I don't think we have to bother with those.
No. Perhaps it's better to let sleeping dogs lie. I think we can ignore those earlier crimes. I think we've got enough evidence. Gentlemen, have you written everything down?
Everything.
Good. Thank you, sir. Now I think I'm in a position to advise you.
I much appreciate it.
You say your trial is tomorrow?
Yes, at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
In Moscow? In the Moscow law court?
That's right.
And do you happen to know the name of the judge? The judge who is to preside at this trial of yours?
Yes,
It's a man called Douglas. I've heard he's a bit of a fool, actually. A very easygoing man, in fact.
I've also heard he accepts bribes.
I'm going to try and bribe him myself. Perhaps you know a bit about that sort of thing.
You might able to advise me how to go about it.
I certainly could. And you say this man, Daglavich, is a fool, do you?
Oh, yes. An absolute idiot.
Thank you, sir. Now, please allow me to advise you. Well, firstly, I advise you that I know your name. You are Vladimir Shalovsky, the most wanted criminal in Russia.
That's right. How did you know? How very clever of you.
You say this man, Daglavich, is an idiot.
That's my honest opinion.
A perfect idiot.
Let me tell you, sir, that I think you are an idiot. My second piece of advice is this. You're going to Moscow locals to attend your trial to be judged by a man called Daglavich.
Yes, Daglavich.
He's quite mad. A raving lunatic.
You might be interested to know, sir, that I am the judge who is to preside over this trial.
God, you mean you are Daglavich?
Yes, I am Tomaskin Daglavich. And you've fallen beautifully into my trap. Here, in front of 2 witnesses, one of whom has written everything down, you have confessed to 3 crimes. No, 5 or 6 serious crimes. The evidence will be used against you in your trial tomorrow. You'll be convicted, but you won't be sent to Siberia, sir. You'll be hanged.
No, I won't. I'll do something else before that. I'll consult my trusty friend. He's in here. He'll solve all my problems. Damn it! Where is it? Where's my pistol?
Here! Go to move!
No, no! Stop him! Don't shoot him! I love him!
Vladimir Shalovsky, I arrest you in the name of the law.
No, you don't. Now, gentlemen, and the lady too. If you don't mind, I'd like to speak several punishable crimes. And you, sir, have indirectly admitted to accepting bribes, having a number of mistresses in various parts of the country.
I admitted nothing.
No, you tried to cover it all up by offering vodka to Mr. Sharovsky.
I didn't cover anything up. Anyway, I wish you'd put that pistol down immediately. It looks extremely dangerous.
It is dangerous, very dangerous.
If you're going to shoot us, please get on with it quickly. Don't keep us waiting. It gets on my nerves.
No, you mustn't kill anyone! Well, I don't mind if you shoot my husband, but you mustn't kill Mr. Sharovsky!
And I, madam. Yes, I admit it. The moment I saw you, I had found the woman of my dreams. Madam Vendova, I adore you. And I'm going to marry.
I'm not! I'll never marry an ugly scarecrow like you!
You unspeakable scoundrel!
Call me a child. But I'm not a winner or a corrupt judge. All three of you today have grossly insulted me. You complained of bad smells and bed bugs and God knows what else. And I don't like, and I don't mind telling you, I don't like it. That's one thing. And another thing is this. Both of you, it seems, are extremely wealthy. I learned a thing or two about the power of money tonight. I think if it would be a good idea if we came to some sort of arrangement, a financial arrangement.
You want money, I suppose.
You suppose correctly.
Well, I haven't got any money. I've spent it all.
In that case, I will have to leave you out of the arrangement. Which means, I'll be obliged to kill you.
Oh, no! Now I've got it! Don't move either of you.
Well, down with your pussy.
Yes, very well, isn't it? I've never been in a situation like this before. Come asking, now we hold your trial. I accuse you of being an unfaithful husband. I've had a miserable life because of you. I also accuse you of accepting bribes, thousands of them. You are a worse criminal than Mr. Sharovsky. Can you deny it?
Don't be such a little fool, Vendova. Put that down at once.
No, I won't. Why should I? I'm quite enjoying this.
What a woman. What remarkable spirit. That's my girl.
You shot me! Did you, Vendova? Or was that scoundrel Sharovsky?
It doesn't matter very much, does it, Mr. Dozovich? We'll decide after you're dead.
Yes, I'm going to die! Oh! Well, I suppose I deserve it. Oh!
Would you like some vodka, sir?
Why not? I'll die more quickly. Oh!
Everybody die of drinking too much.
Yes, I'm dying. Oh!
Well, hurry up and get it over with. You're taking too long about it.
See, little pussycat, your husband's dying. Are you enjoying it?
No, I'm not. Oh, my poor Sharovsky, don't die. I forgive you. I forgive you everything. Please stay alive. I don't mind how many mistresses you have. Have as many as you like. But please don't die. What shall I do if you die and can't get any more bribes? You've always given me enough money.
Keep you quiet.
I'd like to keep you quiet, you devil. I thought you were an exciting man, a real hero. I thought I loved you, but now I see the truth. You are quite heartless. Your heart is as cold as a stone. I utterly reject you. I never want to see you or speak to you again.
What? You don't love me anymore? You Then there's nothing left for me to live for. I might as well die too. Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll shoot myself. I knew it would come to this. I knew I had to rely on my dear little friend at the end of everything. Yes, now I'll do it. Come on, little boy.
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
You have a bit of vodka too.
Good idea. What could be better than to get thoroughly drunk on my last night, the night before my trial? Goodbye.
Shot himself! He's dead!
So is your husband.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Now you're free.
Me? What do you mean? I've got no money. I'm starved. Oh, what shall I do?
Wait a moment. I'll just put this gun away. It will be safer in the suitcase.
Oh.
Good heavens! Look here! This suitcase is full of money!
Money? We are saved!
Oh yeah! If you
Marry you? A man like you?
what's the matter with me? I'm quite handsome enough, aren't I? Way much more handsome than your husband. And all this money, I'll be received forever. What else could you ask for? Marry me, my dear, and we live happily till the end of our lives.
Well, having a husband like you is better than having no husband at all.
So you agree?
I think I might. I can't think of anything better to do at the moment. But I don't even know your name.
My name is Kramman Saileniksi.
Roman Serenity. Nice name. It sounds very peaceful. Silence sitting. I think we'd better keep a sort of silence about this matter, don't you?
Absolute
What shall we do with the body?
I'll hide them under the floor. They'll help to disguise the other smell.
What a delightful man you are, Roman. When shall we get married?
Tomorrow, if you like, in Moscow.
What a romantic adventure this is! Meeting you like this in a country inn.
Yes, on the night before the trial.
Give me some vodka, Crumman.
No, let's not drink any vodka. Let's be respectful. Let's have a nice glass of tea together. Happy days. Shall we go into my room? It's much over there.
You are dead. I thought I was too.
So did I. What's happened? Are we really alive?
Appears so. Are you badly injured?
I thought I was. But I don't feel any pain now. The bullet must have missed. Look here, sir. The bullet struck my watch. How amazing. What about you? I thought you shot yourself in the head.
So did I.
Perhaps the pistol wasn't loaded. All I felt was the explosion. It knocked me out.
So, we are not dead.
Well, I'm not. And nor are you. Unless we are both in hell.
This place is much worse than hell. Those awful bedbugs.
And the terrible smells.
What shall we do? I suppose those two have run off together.
Yes, just as I thought. They've taken my suitcase. It was full of money.
So you told a lie! You said you didn't have any money.
I did tell a lie then, but not now. It's perfectly true that I don't have money.
What shall we do?
Well, I think I can think of one place we can go to.
Where's that?
Siberia. I've got an old aunt there who lives in a small village near Novosibirsk. She'll take care of us.
That seems the safest thing to do. Shall we go there together?
Why not? As you say, we're both in the same boat. We're both criminals, more or less.
We seem to have one or two things in common. What shall we do?
You can keep silence about everything. I won't say anything if you don't.
It's a bargain. Let's shake with it.
They've left the vodka! Shall we take it along with us?
Why not? It will help to keep us warm.
What a night. The night before the trial.
That's right. The night before the trial. You've expressed it perfectly. But it's got a new meaning now. We've got a long journey to make. We're going to have a really hard time of it. The real trial is just about to begin.
What are we waiting for then?
Let's go!
We can't.
Why not?
I've left my boots in the bedroom.
To hell with your boots! Let's go!
We can't.
Why not?
I've got cold feet.
Well, dance then! Dance in the snow!
Very well. On!
Fire!
先生の、皆さんへの感謝の気持ちのつもりです。皆さんにですね、一言だけ大きな声で言わせていただきたいことがあります。